They were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Back to throw. Stewart. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. Stewart. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Stewart now to throw on second down. He completes it to Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. To throw is Stewart, operating from the gun. The catch made by Miller.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Stewart off the play fake. And this is caught by Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, exit. Go.
Back to throw. Stewart. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That's good for 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
He's checking, Hey, Zoo.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now third and goal.
48 to Mike. What's the run?
Stewart going to throw on third and goal. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on second down, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
A gain of 14. And the Cardinals first down.
We want it. Come to my world.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 51.
From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stewart, a final shot before break. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stewart. Underneath, he's got Brait. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles, we want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about is the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure?
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Able to find Isabella. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that extra, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stewart now, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, I 7. Here we go. Get off the field. Hey, check right. Watch it get
To throw is Stewart on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here I come.
Here's Stewart. Going to throw again. Got him in. It's Brashon Perriman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stewart. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Stewart. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
Check it back. Come on. I got motion there. Leave. I got this.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Stewart to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Ready. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, back up. Ready.
Now Stewart throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Stewart now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
X3, 218, chopper. Check 26, check 26. He's coming. Double up, double up. 5. Shoot.
To throw is Stewart, operating from the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right at the 45. Now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go with Jacobs, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Again, it's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watch.
Tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down.